All right, let's jump right into an explainer that totally transforms how we view the ultimate medicine, which is exercise. We're going to take a really close look at the sheer biological alchemy of human movement. We're breaking down exactly what happens beneath the surface every single time you lace up your shoes and get to work.
So, I want you to just imagine for a second taking a medicine that could systematically lower your risk of heart disease, radically improve your mood, strengthen your bones, sharpen your memory, and even help you live longer. Now imagine that this medicine has basically zero side effects when you use it right. I mean, sounds like magic, doesn't it? Well, it's actually a miraculous intervention that most people end up quitting after just a few weeks. And why is that? Mostly because they can't see aesthetic results in the mirror right away.
But the crazy thing is, that medicine already exists. It's called exercise. And what we're really going to unpack today is the fact that the most important biological changes you get from this medicine are completely invisible from the outside. So you might not see a reflection changing right off the bat, but from your brain and your heart to your muscles and your genes, your body actually starts adapting the very second you start moving.
So, what actually happens when you start exercising? Well, I want you to join me on a journey inward here. We're going to zoom straight into the body for that very first workout. Think of it as this exciting microscopic adventure to look at the incredible cascade of events that kick off the minute you challenge your physical limits.
Literally, the moment you begin moving, your whole body shifts into high gear. And it happens fast. Your muscles suddenly demand energy. Your heart starts beating faster. Blood vessels widen. And at the exact same time, your body releases adrenaline, telling your heart to pump even harder. Then, your liver instantly opens the floodgates, dropping stored glucose right into your bloodstream for quick fuel. All while your lungs start working completely overtime, just to supply enough oxygen.
Now, here's a really fascinating way to reframe that intense shock of a first workout. You know, when you're gasping for air and your heart feels like it's pounding right out of your chest? Well, this isn't panic, it's preparation. Your body is just remarkably good at adjusting to increased physical demands in real time. It's not freaking out, it's just shifting into performance mode. All right, let's slow the pace down a bit and talk about your muscles. We really need to debunk a massive misconception here. So many people think exercise builds muscle during the actual workout. It doesn't. The workout is really just a signal. During exercise, you're actually causing tiny, microscopic damage within your muscle fibers. I know that sounds bad, but it's exactly what your body expects to happen. It's after the workout, during the recovery phase, that your body steps in to repair those tiny injuries. And that's what makes the fibers slightly stronger and more resilient than they were before.
But you know, exercise isn't just for your muscles. Blood flow to the brain increases too, bringing this vital rush of oxygen and nutrients. And almost immediately, your brain starts acting like a built-in pharmacy. It releases this incredible cocktail of chemicals, things like dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins. These chemicals directly regulate your mood, your motivation, and your overall sense of well-being. Which, by the way, totally explains why you tend to feel calmer and mentally clearer just minutes into a workout. So the really crucial takeaway here is that you aren't just moving muscles. You're fundamentally upgrading your brain's entire architecture. Exercise actually increases a protein called BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Scientists literally describe this stuff as miracle grow for the brain. It's a kind of fertilizer that supports the growth and maintenance of nerve cells, and critically, it's what helps your brain adapt and learn new things. Okay, let's move over to the heart and see how all this builds over weeks and months. Remember, your heart is a muscle, and just like every other muscle in your body, it adapts to training. At first, yeah, it works much harder during exercise, but over time, it transforms that demanding effort into just incredible efficiency. It gets stronger, pumping way more blood with each and every beat. And because it's pumping more blood per beat, your resting heart rate often actually decreases. Essentially, your heart doesn't have to work nearly as hard just to keep you alive. Beyond the heart, though, one of the absolute fastest improvements you'll see happens with your blood sugar control. Get this. Every single time your muscles contract, they use glucose for fuel. This means your muscle cells can pull in way more glucose during and after a workout, which is just an immediate, powerful tool for lowering your blood sugar levels. And on top of that, regular exercise improves your insulin sensitivity, meaning your body actually needs less insulin to move that glucose into your cells. Now, to power all this movement, we have to look deep inside the cells themselves. Inside nearly every cell are these tiny structures called mitochondria. You've probably heard them called the powerhouses of the cell, mostly because they produce the vast majority of your body's energy.
When you exercise regularly, your muscles respond by actually creating more mitochondria, and the ones you already have become highly efficient. This cellular multiplication is the exact reason why everyday tasks like climbing stairs or carrying heavy groceries suddenly start feeling so much easier. You literally have more powerhouses generating energy with way less effort. It's like you're upgrading your body's engine without even having to pay a mechanic. Now, let's clear up another really common myth while we're at it. Exercise doesn't necessarily make your lungs bigger. Instead, what it does is make your entire oxygen delivery system much, much more effective. Your breathing muscles get stronger, your heart pumps more efficiently, and your muscles actually get better at extracting oxygen from the blood. So your body simply gets smarter at utilizing the air you breathe. That improves your endurance so much that activities that used to leave you totally breathless become completely manageable.
We also absolutely have to talk about your structural foundation, which is your bones. A lot of people forget that bones are living tissue. They're constantly breaking down and rebuilding themselves. When you do weight-bearing exercises or resistance training, your bones actively detect that mechanical stress. It's kind of like you're dispatching a tiny cellular construction crew every time you lift something heavy. These specialized cells respond by strengthening the bone structure and increasing its density. And this mechanical stress is just absolutely vital for your long-term health because it helps drastically reduce your risk of fractures as you age.
But, biology is all about balance. Just look at how your immune system responds here. Moderate exercise actually helps your immune cells circulate more efficiently. It's almost like you're increasing the number of internal security patrols constantly checking for threats, while also helping to regulate chronic inflammation. But on the flip side, extremely intense exercise without enough recovery time can actually temporarily suppress your immune function. So just remember, like so many things in biology, balance really matters here. And of course, alongside all of this, there is a profound psychological shift. A lot of people might start exercising to lose weight, but they keep doing it because of how it makes them feel. The mental benefits go way beyond a simple endorphin rush. Exercise engages multiple distinct systems all at once. We're talking changes in brain chemistry, encouraging better and deeper sleep, reducing systemic inflammation, and even tapping into the positive psychology of just achieving your goals. All of this combined can naturally ease symptoms of anxiety and depression. So that's what happens initially. But what about when weeks turn into months? Let's look at the long-term transformation.
When we zoom out and string weeks and months of consistency together, the compounding benefits prove just how far-reaching this internal alchemy really is. Your blood pressure can decrease, your cholesterol profile improves, your endurance, coordination, and balance all step up a notch. Your sleep becomes so much deeper, and you recover way more quickly from physical activity. Eventually, those everyday moments, like playing with your kids or walking long distances, they become very clear signs that your body has transformed into a profoundly more capable machine.
Now, you might be wondering, what happens if you stop? Well, the human body is incredibly adaptable, but adaptation works both ways. If you stop exercising, your body adjusts to doing less. Muscle mass and cardiovascular fitness are going to fall. But please don't let that discourage you. The incredible news here is that your body is remarkably forgiving. These adaptations can improve again the second you decide to become active. Your biology is literally always ready to respond to the demands you place on it.
So really the core thesis of this whole explainer is this. Exercise isn't simply about changing how you look. It is about continuously sending vital instructions to your biology. Every single workout is a message. You are directly telling your heart to become stronger, telling your muscles to become capable, your bones to become denser. You're telling your brain to grow new connections, and your cells to produce more energy. Listen, if you've just started exercising and you're feeling frustrated because the mirror hasn't changed yet, I really want you to take this to heart. Your body has already begun changing. You just can't see most of those changes yet. And honestly, those invisible changes happening deep inside your cells, your heart, and your brain, those might just be the ones that matter the most.
We're going to wrap up this explainer right here, but I want to leave you with one final thought. If the absolute most profound changes in your body are completely invisible, what has your body already accomplished today? Think about it. Thank you so much for joining me. Keep sending those vital messages to your biology, and I will see you in the next explainer.